Hi guys, today I'm going to teach you how to solve a problem like this. Now if you check this, xy dx minus x squared minus 3y dy. This equation is not a homogeneous equation because the power of x here 1, power of y 1 combined to be power 2. Here power of x is 2, but here power of y is 1. So if it is homogeneous, they're supposed to have 2, 2, 2. So since it is not homogeneous, let's check if it is exact. Now del m over del y will be, if we differentiate this partially with respect to y, we will have x, but this we have to change it in the form, we have to change the equation in the form m dx plus n dy equal to 0. But if you notice here is minus, so we have to change it to plus. So we have xy dx. To change it to plus, we push this minus inside. We have minus times x squared, it will be minus x squared. So we have plus, minus times x squared will be minus x squared, minus times minus will be plus 3y is equal to, then dy is equal to 0. So we can rearrange this, xy dx plus 3y minus x squared dy is equal to 0. Now if you notice again, now let's check, we have already checked our del m del y and it is x. Now let's check del n del x. Del n del x will be what? If we differentiate 3y with respect to x, it will be 0. If we differentiate x squared with respect to x, it will be minus 2x. So this will be minus 2x. As you notice now, del m over del y is not equal to del n over del x. So we can and if you notice again, the equation is not variable separable. It's not variable separable and it is not Bernoulli. So what we are going to do, we are going to perform a technique that we will change this to become an exact equation. So now what we are going to do is we will subtract this x from this. So we will find our del n over del x minus del m over del y. So it will be, our del n over del x is minus 2x minus del m over del y is what? X. So we have minus 3x. So after that, we try dividing this answer. We try dividing it with either our, this side is our m, this side is our n. So we try dividing this answer with either of this one. So let's start dividing by this side. Now if we divide it, we will have minus 3x over n, which is minus 3x over n is 3y minus x squared. So if you notice from here, we will not have a purely function of x and we will not have a purely function of y. So let's try dividing by m. If we divide by m, we will have minus 3x over xy, which this x will cancel this x and we will end up with a purely function of y. So let's call this our p. So we can now say that our integrating factor if is exponential integral of minus 3 over y, which is exponential minus 3 integral of 1 over y. So we have exponential minus 3 integral of 1 over y is ln what? Ln y. So from here we know that exponential ln y power minus 3 is the same as this due to the law of logarithm. So exponential length is the same thing as y power minus 3, which this is the same thing as 1 over y cube. So let's call this our equation 1. We can now multiply our equation 1 by this integrating factor. So if we multiply our equation 1 with this integrating factor, we will have xy, we multiply xy by 1 over y cube, xy dx plus 3y minus x square. We multiply this also by 1 over y cube. This will be dy equal to 0. So here we have y over y cube will be y power minus 2. So we have xy power minus 2 dx plus, if we multiply this by this, it will be 3y power minus 2. If we multiply this by this, it will be minus x square y power minus 3 dy is equal to 0. Now we can check again whether it is exact. Now del m over del y, which is this side, we differentiate this side with respect to y. So it will be what? It will be minus 2x y power minus 3. Now let's differentiate this side with respect to x, del n over del x. So this will be 0 since it have no x term, while this will be minus 2xy power what? Power minus 3. So since it is exact, we can proceed and solve this equation. This equation here, this equation, we can proceed and solve it by the method of exact. So what we are going to do first is say, let the del f over del x is equal to this, which is the factor that is closer to del x, xy power minus 2. So if we cross multiply now, we will have del f is equal to xy power minus 2 del x. So if we partially integrate both sides, so we will have f is equal to, no, what I mean by partially integrating both sides is I will integrate the right hand side with respect to x only. I will assume this y as a constant. So I will only be integrating this x. So I will have x squared y power minus 2 over 2 plus constant. Now, since we are integrating with respect to x, our constant will be a function of y. So let's call it t of y. Now, to find this t of y, we differentiate partially with respect to y. So if we differentiate this, it will be del f del y will be, now if I differentiate with respect to y, this minus 2 will multiply the whole of this equation. So we will have minus 2 x squared y power minus 2 over 2. Why this will be, sorry, this will be minus 3 since we are differentiating. Minus 2 minus 1, it will be minus 3 plus t of y will become t prime of y. So del f del y will be, now you cancel out this, we have minus x squared y power minus 3 plus t prime of y. Now let's rearrange this. Del f del y will be t prime of y minus x squared y power minus 3. Now notice in our question here, we have 3y power minus 2 minus x squared y power minus 3. If you notice, they are similar to this. Now let me bring this here. We have what? 3y power minus 2 minus x squared y power minus 3. You notice they are similar, but what you don't know is this. So from here you can know that your t prime of y is 3y power minus 2. So t prime of y is 3y power minus 2. This is by comparing. If you compare, you will have this. So from here you can say integrate both sides. If we integrate both sides, our t of y will be what? It will be 3y power minus 2 plus 1 over minus 2 plus 1. Right? But you will not add c, because this is a particular solution. Now t of y is what? 3y power minus 1 over minus 1, which is minus 3y power minus 1. So our t of y is minus 3y power minus 1. Then you go back to this equation and substitute t of y. So we have f is equal to x squared y power minus 2 over 2 plus our t of y is minus 3y power minus 1. So f is x squared over 2y squared. This is by simplification, since y power minus 2 is same thing as y squared, 1 over y squared. Then minus 3 over y power minus 1 is also 1 over y, so it will be 3 over y. So I can take these two I can take these two to this side, so I will have 2f is equal to x squared over y squared minus, this will multiply this 3, it will be 6 over y. So let this 2f be c, so I have c equal to x squared over y squared minus 6 over y. This is our solution of this differential equation.